Hello, my friends. Perez Hilton here, making my daily pop culture recap like I've never done it before. I figured I would do something different and special because it's been a few days since I made my daily pop culture recap. Last week was intense. This week is intense as well, but I'm so happy to get to this because there's so much to get to. Where should we begin? Well, let's start off by talking about Cardi B. First of all, I love Cardi B. I love what she represents. She's somebody who came from very little, somebody who was a stripper, who didn't go to college, who is Latina, who is black as well, who is a woman and is achieving so much. She is to 2018 what Lady Gaga was to 2010. I mean, people are talking about Cardi B more than they are Nicki Minaj. And that's just a fact. Sorry, don't get mad at me about that. Well, we've known for a while that Cardi B was engaged. Well, guess what? That was all just a front, because she's been married this whole time. And she got married the same exact day her fiancé Offset proposed. She only had one cousin there. No dress, no makeup, no nothing. And she says that she does want to have a big wedding and that her now husband is very supportive of still having a big wedding for her. I mean, they overcame the cheating. They're about to have a baby. They haven't broken up yet. This makes Ariana and Pete seem tame. Speaking of Ariana and Pete, lots of just jokes about Pete's being large. And they just keep on Instagramming each other and leaving comments and so much drama today. A lot of people got arrested. Holy moly. Ronnie Ortiz's girlfriend, Jen Harley, was arrested in Las Vegas for allegedly assaulting him and dragging him with a car. Let me show you or tell you these shocking details, okay? They were in the car with their baby, I should add. They started fighting. He wanted to get out of the car after she reportedly hit him in the face during an argument. He tried to get out but got caught in his seatbelt, according to reports. Then she started driving away and dragging him. This may be controversial, but I don't care. I think if you are convicted of assaulting your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife of assault, if you are a domestic abuser, you should not have custody of your child. Is that crazy of me to think? I mean, you should be able to see your child, but it should be monitored by either a court-appointed therapist or another family member. That person should not be allowed to see their child alone. This isn't the first time that she's been crazy. She's been doing a lot of wild stuff lately. This woman is not fit to be a parent. But it's not all negative Jersey Shore news. Congratulations to the situation. He and his girlfriend, Lauren Pesci, are now fiancés. She said, "I do," which I don't know if a lot of women would do because he may be facing some serious jail time. Oops. Oh, I don't want it to make that noise. There we go. Okay. I'm making the most of this. I feel really good being in the hot tub, in the bathtub. I'm mainly just in the hot tub with the kids. I've got something in my nose. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations. I don't know if I could get engaged to somebody that might be in jail for a few years, but good on her. Also, Heather Locklear was arrested again 911 was called from her house, and when police came, she was not having it. According to reports, she was heavily intoxicated and attacked a police officer and the EMT. Listen, I get it. It's painfully obvious. This woman is hurting, and needs a lot of help. But that's not an excuse to assault a police officer and an EMT. It's not a legal excuse. That won't fly in court. Oh, I'm sorry, she has alcohol issues or she has mental health issues. That's not an excuse. It's not a legal excuse. It's not. That's the facts. And now there is some discrepancies. Some people are reporting that she went to the hospital to seek treatment instantly. Others are saying she refused to go to the hospital to seek treatment. So we shall see. Since the last time I made a daily pop culture recap video, Demi Lovato opened up about no longer being sober, although I think she's now back on the wagon. And I didn't make a video about that or even let anybody know that I had previously talked about it on my podcast, because I didn't want people to think I was gloating, bragging, anything like that, because I'm not. That's nothing to be happy about. Sending Demi good vibes. You know, I am an addict. I've talked about this repeatedly. I'm a food addict, a work addict, social media addict. I have that in me. So I know how hard it is to keep it under control, your vices. Just sending her good vibes. She's still on tour, which I hope is good for her. And she just had a show and she performed the song Sober for the first time. If you want to watch it, I have the link down below. I'll have the link to everything that I talk about in this video down below in the description. All right. Oh, this is sad, but bittersweet and complicated. Joe Jackson, whom I think it's no secret abused many of the Jackson kids, is on his deathbed dying of cancer. And the kids are rallying around him, and it's complicated. But one family member tweeted from Joe's verified Twitter account, and Perez Jackson was having none of that. She says, beautiful, but not, what did she say? She said, this is a beautiful tweet, though it upsets me to see whoever is in charge of this account taking advantage of it. My grandfather did not tweet this. Sucks. Cancer sucks. I'm just dealing with a lot of it in my life with people that I care about. Let's talk about wait, why did there we go. I knew there's something wrong. Let's talk about Kanye West. Kanye West, in a new interview, once again talked about how much he loves Donald Trump. With the New York Times, he also talks about how he thought Kim Kardashian might leave him after all of the TMZ things. Oops. I don't mess with Kanye. I was gonna say the F word, but I can't say that on YouTube. I could, but you know, I want to keep these rated PG or G, as G as I can get. You know, despite all of the things that Kanye says, people are still streaming his music. I'm not. Speaking of Kanye, his wife, Kim, is defending wearing braids after being called out for cultural appropriation again. Although I gotta say she handled it well. She said she knows where the origin of braids, and I mean, I don't even know if I can say she handled it well because I'm not a black person and, you know, whatevs. I appreciate the Kardashians for the distraction that they are, except for Kanye. I'm over him. Actually, this is sad. Kendall Jenner Instagrammed how she saw somebody wearing a Kill the Kardashians shirt. Now think whatever you will about the Kardashians. nobody should wear a shirt like that. Like, what does that say about that person? That's not a very decent human being. That's a disgusting human being, straight up. You can not like them. You can even tweet that you don't like them. But to wear a shirt that says "Kill the Kardashians," that's next level gross and inappropriate. To lighten things up, Kim Kardashian says that she is over taking selfies. Sure, I'll believe that when I see it. Back to Donald Trump for a second. He's getting into a fight with Jimmy Fallon. And this is the thing about Donald Trump. He attacks people even who aren't attacking him. In an interview, Jimmy talked about that infamous episode of The Tonight Show where he played with Donald Trump's hair, saying he regrets it and he wouldn't do it again now. Well, for saying that, he told Jimmy Fallon, "Be a man, Jimmy." Oh, and I didn't even get a chance to talk about Melania and her stupid coat from last week. I'll talk about it on the podcast, probably in lengthier detail, but that's just stupidity. Straight up. Morons. She needs to take accountability for that, okay? She's a former model. She knows the importance and the power of fashion. And if that was a message for the media, which her director of communications says it was not, that was not the time or place to make that message, okay? Also, Donald Trump hints that future immigration crackdowns could make what is happening or has happened recently look like child's play. I hate this man. I'm sorry. I love Republicans that are smart and sensible, but if you are a Trump supporter and are one of those that just will eat up anything he serves, nope, nope, nope. And I love all the drama with Trumpers being kicked out and hounded out of restaurants. They had no problem when gay people were being denied service at places, but now that they're on the receiving end of it, now they have a problem with it? Hypocrites. On to more wacky news. Childish Gambino has been accused of copyright theft, of stealing his song, This Is America, from another song. You guys gotta listen to this, the link down below. It pretty much sounds like he did. Does that make his song and the message he was conveying less than? In more music-related news, Beyonce and Jay-Z lost. They did not get the #1 album in America. That went to 5 Sauce this week. Also, XXX Tentacion has the #1 song in America, beating Cardi B, who was expected to have the #1 song with I Like It. I'll talk more XXX Tentacion in a little bit, but first, more dramatic news. Teresa Giudice from The Real Housewives of New Jersey, her husband may be deported, according to an official at ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Her lawyer says they have not been notified of this. That doesn't mean it isn't happening. My friends, do you think Teresa and her 4 daughters are going to be packing up their bags and moving to Italy full time if that's where Joe, who was born, has to go back to? I don't. I mean, unless they get a spinoff TV show that Giudice's in Italy, but I don't see that happening because that would make it a lot more expensive. I mean, maybe, but I don't see it happening. It sucks for those 4 girls, though, I gotta say. Michael Rappaport had some major drama. He stopped a passenger from opening an emergency door mid-air. Oh, drama! Although I have now learned that an emergency door will not open mid-air. Is that true? Because I've seen a lot of people tweet me that. They say that because of the pressure that it won't. I'm not sure. Also, this is sad news. Kate Spade's father died hours before her funeral. That family has been through so much recently, and I just send them light and strength and anybody else that's hurting. Johnny Depp opened up about being as low as he could have during his Amber Heard split and confirmed for the first time that he lost all of his money. That's one of my biggest fears. That's why I'm so money obsessed. If somebody like Johnny Depp could lose all of his money, thankfully, I'm not stupid with my spending. He spent $30,000 a month on wine. Josh Brolin, in a new interview, addressed his 2004 domestic violence arrest from his marriage to Diane Lane. Do you remember that? And I actually got to say, the way he responded to it, he says, I've never been so careful with my words ever, maybe in all 50 years. And he says, there's no explaining it. Do you know what I mean? The only person who can explain it, that would be Diane, and she's chosen not to, so I'm okay with that. I think that means he's, you know, innocent, and she's chosen not to share that information with the world. Is that how you guys read that too? Taylor Swift was called out by Trent Reznor for not speaking out against Donald Trump. Maybe she supports him. I don't think she does. I just think she doesn't want to alienate fans. Like, she thinks she's above politics, which I think everybody should talk politics and talk and have an opinion. Like, I would support those people who, at least the ones that say, you know what, I stand against everything Donald Trump stands for, but I like that he's doing this for me and that for me and that for me. At least that I could understand. Anyways, I'll talk about that more on the podcast because this seems like a good back and forth with Booker. Chris Hardwick's wife has broken her silence for the first time since his abuse allegations. And what's interesting is Nev from Catfish, MTV says that the allegations against him have proven to be not credible, so production will resume on Catfish. AMC pulled Chris Hardwick's show, and they have not given any update on that, and he's still not going to be appearing at Comic-Con next month. He's still suffering the repercussions of his actions. There was this ridiculous new survey or new study that says plus-size models are normalizing obesity. That is so stupid. Maybe I'll move this. There we go. I've got like conditioner all over my face. This is a long ass video. I don't think anybody's gonna watch this whole thing, but I'm doing it for me and just to get done and get fully caught up. I gotta give Luis Ortiz of $1 Million Listings a huge hug for opening up about suffering from suicidal thoughts and depression. You can read what he had to say at the link below. TanaCon, TanaCon, TanaCon. I saved Tana for the end because most of my followers probably have no idea who Tana Mojo is. I now know how to pronounce her name. Tana was this jilted YouTuber who did not get love from VidCon, the YouTube convention, so decided to haphazardly throw together her own convention the same weekend as VidCon in Anaheim. And it was a mess, to put it mildly. I used to throw events every year at South by Southwest, an event. And let me tell you, that took months to plan, multiple months. We would plan for 3, 4, 5 months for that event. And the difference between hers and mine, yeah, sometimes there were really long lines to get into my events the first few years because tickets were free. She sold tickets. When you collect money from people, you owe people things, okay? That was the fatal flaw she made. If she couldn't get it all from sponsors and wanted to invite it to everybody, then she needed to make sure that she ran a tight ship. And she needs to accept accountability for it. And the way that she waited like a whole half day to even address it on Twitter. Everything about it is a mess, and my heart goes out to all those poor kids who spent money and the ones that flew out for it. It's just awfulness. On to some lighter news. I gotta give my friend Selma Blair the what? She is celebrating 2 years of sobriety. Bravo, Selma. Also, it seems like Hollywood is finally over. Dolce & Gabbana top stylists are refusing to stock them and even present their clothes to their clients. This after the most recent ugly comments about Selena Gomez and all of the awful things they've said in the past. I mean, I was done with them with their whole in vitro and gay families BS. Some relationship news. Rihanna's got a new man. According to reports, she's back with an old man after things ended with her billionaire beau. I don't know. I mean, she's got her own money, but still, a billionaire. You can live the billionaire lifestyle. Send him my way, the billionaire. Rihanna is back with A$AP Rocky, according to reports. They're probably just having fun. Congratulations to Kit Harington. He and his Game of Thrones co-star Rose Leslie got married in her family castle. How cool is that? Getting married in your family castle? Also, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra headed to India together to meet her family. Is he gonna ask for her hand in marriage? That'd be so exciting. An update on Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger. Apparently, they've been on 8+ dates together, and Katherine Schwarzenegger's mom, Maria Shriver, is the one that set him up on that date. I can't even count on my mom to... I mean, I can count on her a lot, but she would never set me up on a date. I wish she would. On again, off again. On again couple, Emma Watson and Cord Overstreet are on again. They were spotted making out in Los Angeles. Some baby and family news. Brigitte Nielsen has given birth to her 5th child at 54. I'm so happy that she gave birth to a healthy baby and did not have any complications in her delivery. Speaking of babies, XXXTentacion's mother says that the rapper got somebody pregnant before he was murdered. Also, Cynthia Nixon has revealed that her oldest child is transgender. Amazing that she's such a supportive mom. If anybody was going to be a supportive mom, it's Cynthia Nixon. A couple of quick music items to wrap things up on the positive note. Adele is working on her next album. It is anticipated for a Christmas 2019 release. And Madonna is headlining Glastonbury 2019. How rad is that? I may need to go. All right. Whew. Super long today. You got a whole lot of Perez. Maybe you'll watch this, pause it, come back to it. Seriously, did anybody watch this one in its entirety? If you watched it in its entirety, let me know, and I want you to prove it. I'm gonna sing the happy birthday to you, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, happy birthday to you. Like, mention that I sang one of those songs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, something like that. Anyways, if you are watching right now, you're awesome. Make sure you're following my family channel, The Perez Hilton, and also follow me on Instagram, and just have a great day. I love ya.